Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you could play a song called Everything is Awesome by Tegan and Sara. And we're going to end up cabling this on 3rd fret to kind of match the recording. We're going to start off in root position and kind of walk through some of the chords. And we start off with kind of our intro chorus on a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, and third finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now, while you're on C's in general, it can be kind of cool to lift off the first finger, make that a C major 7, or you could add in the pinky on the B string 3rd, make it a C major 9. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D string 2nd, second finger on the A string 3rd, third finger on the B string 3rd, and the pinky on the high E string 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And on our intro chorus, from the C we go to a G major chord. We play G major. First finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now, you may also want to think about putting the third finger on the B string 3rd, pinky on the high E string 3rd, kind of using that for your G major. And then from the G we go back to C major, and then we go back to G major, and then we go to an F major chord. Normally you do this as a bar on 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now, a good substitute for that, though, is something called F major 7, where you do the first finger on the B string 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7. It sounds really groovy, happy. And then from the F, we go back to our G major chord, and then we go to an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, and third finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. So through that intro, actually, you could kind of work kind of a down idea, actually, kind of an A down idea could be kind of a cool thing, and I'm adding a little bit of muting to that to kind of make that a little bit more interesting, kind of sneaky. And then you got the F, G, A minor, A minor. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the C and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through that intro chorus. We have the C down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, F down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, A minor, A minor. And then from that intro chorus, that we go into kind of a pre-chorus that kind of comes back later, where we start out on the F major twice, and then we go to A minor twice, and then we go back to F, and then we go to a G, but then we go to an A flat major. Normally you do this as kind of a 4th fret bar, second finger on the G string 5th fret, third finger on the A string on the 6th, and the pinky on the D string 6th for an A flat major. But a cool cheat, actually, since you're already on the G major chord, you could kind of take the G and just slide it over 1 fret, and it's going to sound bad, okay, if you're doing all the strings. But if you do just the low 2 strings, kind of that E string and A string is kind of your A flat major, that could be a cool way to kind of work it, and you'd be sliding right back to your G. So we tried the pre-chorus, we have the F, A minor, A minor, flat, and then we're back to G, G. And from there, then we go into almost kind of like a chorus, but now we've changed keys. So we go to a D major chord. We play D major. First finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, second finger on the high E 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D, we go to an A major chord. We play A major. First finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the A, we're going to a B minor chord. Normally you do this as a second fret bar, second finger on the B string third, third finger on the D string fourth, and the pinky on the G string fourth fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord. Now you may also kind of dig on lifting off the pinky and making that a B minor 7. Or another way to play B minor 7 is to do first finger on the A string second, second finger on the G string second, third finger on the high E string second. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B minor chord. Right, and then, or if you're kind of digging on that C major knot, actually, you could do first finger on the A second, second finger on the G string second, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third, and kind of use that for your B minor. So through that chorus, we'd have the D, A, B minor, G, G, A, B minor, B minor. And from there, then we go into kind of a verse part, and we start on an F sharp minor chord. Normally you do this as a second fret bar, third finger on the A string fourth fret, pinky on the D string fourth fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an F sharp minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the pinky and making that an F sharp minor 7, which can be kind of a cool option. Or randomly, another option for F sharp, if you wanted to substitute something, would be a D sus slash F sharp, where you do first finger on the low E second, second finger on the G string second, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third. So kind of digging on that C major 9 voice, and that might be kind of a cool option for the F sharp minor. And then from the F sharp minor, we go to the G, and then we go back to F sharp minor, and then we kind of do a halving thing actually between a G to an E minor chord. We play E minor. First finger goes to A on the second fret, second finger on the D string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to add in the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string third, make that an E minor 7 chord. And on that part, if you're doing the down, down, up, you'd end up doing just a down, down, up between those two chords. And then we go back to our F sharp minor, and then our G, and then our F sharp minor, and then we kind of half that G and E minor again. And then we go to a B minor chord, and then we half an A and a D. And there's this cool little break right after that where you may want to just kind of make up percussion sounds, kind of, or you could kind of ride it out on a D major chord. So we tried that verse with our down, down, up, down, up. We had F sharp minor, G, F sharp minor, G, E minor, F sharp minor, G, F sharp minor, and then from there, we'll basically be mixing up a lot of those things through the rest of the song. Now the weird part is to play along with Tegan and Sara, instead of starting on a C major chord, they're starting on an E flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 3rd fret, then now your C is really an E flat major, your G is really a B flat major, your F is really an A flat major, and the A minor is really a C minor chord. The A flat is really a B major chord, and your F sharp minor is really an A minor, and your B minor is really a D minor chord, and the E minor is really a G minor chord. Let's take it from the very beginning. We kind of start off with that intro chorus, kind of that C, G, C, G, F, G, A minor, A minor. And then from there, we go into our pre-chorus part. So we got our F, G, from there, then we go back into our pre-chorus part from before. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass for the chord. So on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass. On the A flat, you'd have the low E string for the bass. And on the D, you'd have the D for the bass. On the A, you'd have the A for the bass. On the B minor, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the F sharp minor, we'd have the low E for the bass. So we tried that next pre-chorus with the bass down, up, down, up. We'd have F for the bass, down, up, down, up, A minor. Part, and you may want to change the strum pattern actually when we hit that bridge. It almost feels kind of like a long down, down, down up strum wise. Or you can make that a bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up when we hit that part. So we try to bridge that way. You have the D, G, A, the B minor. Kind of our second verse, but now it's kind of a really cool elaboration on that. You may want to change back to the down, down, up, down, up, and we'd have B minor, G, E minor, B minor, E minor, G, E minor, E minor, E minor, G, E minor, E minor. Hit on B minor, and then we pick it back up. B minor, G, B minor, B minor, G, B minor, B minor, G, B minor, kind of had another hit on D minor. Pick it up on a G, a sharp minor, and a B minor to kind of lead us into our outro chorus. And our outro chorus, we're kind of mixing up a lot of those same things. We got a D, G, E minor, B minor. Of how you could strum along with Everything is Awesome by Tegan and Sara. So good luck!